If you're serious about success, the very first step is simple: stop watching everyone else. It's easy to fall into the trap of comparing their wins, their lifestyle, their pace, and wondering why you're not there yet. But every second you spend looking outward is a second you're not building what belongs to you. The truth is, focusing on others creates distraction. Focusing on yourself creates direction. The moment you stop chasing their timeline and start showing up for your own, everything begins to change. Success isn't born from comparison. It's born from clarity, discipline, and doing the work that actually moves you forward. And that's exactly what I want to share with you right now. The mindset shift that separates the people who stay stuck watching others from the ones who rise by focusing on themselves. You'll learn how to stop comparing, how to silence the noise of outside opinions, and how to train your mind to stay locked onto your path, even when distractions surround you. Picture this. You are standing at the very center of your own universe. Everything you wish to achieve, everything you hope to become, every vision you hold dear, starts with you. This isn't just a feel-good metaphor. This is the truth, the most powerful truth you'll ever understand. Your life will unfold exactly as you command it to, if you first learn to command it within your own mind. I've spent years studying the minds of the world's most successful people: industrialists, inventors, presidents, philosophers. Without exception, every one of them began their journey not with money, not with influence, but with a clear decision, a decision to believe in their own potential and to commit fully to their purpose. Take Andrew Carnegie. Born into poverty in a one-room cottage in Scotland. When he arrived in America, he had no wealth, no connections, no formal education. What he did have was a vision so powerful, so unshakable, that no hardship could extinguish it. He understood a secret most people never grasp. The greatest limitations in life aren't the ones imposed by the world. They're the ones we accept in our own thinking. Carnegie didn't waste his time measuring himself against others. He didn't envy the fortunes of those who came before him. He didn't shrink in the presence of those who were more educated or more experienced. Instead, he went inward. He studied himself. He mastered his thoughts. And he focused every ounce of energy on turning his vision into reality. He planted his feet firmly at the center of his universe, and the world eventually bent to meet his will. That is the lesson I want you to carry with you. Stop looking sideways. Your neighbor's success has nothing to do with your potential. The promotions of your colleagues, the achievements of your friends, the accolades of others, none of these are your compass. You were not born to live someone else's dream. You were born to awaken your own. Every time you compare your progress to someone else's, you give away a piece of your power. You shift the center of your universe outside yourself. And when your focus leaves your inner world, your thoughts become scattered, your actions become reactive, and your results become inconsistent. That is the danger. Reclaim the throne of your mind. Believe, with absolute conviction, that your ideas, your values, your ambitions matter. They matter more than opinions. They matter more than temporary results. They matter more than any fear or doubt you carry. Because when you begin to operate from this place, life stops happening to you. It starts happening for you. Your thoughts become clear. Your vision sharpens. Your actions align with purpose. And the universe, as strange and mysterious as it may seem, begins to respond. All great change starts within. All success is first created in the invisible world of thought. Your future is waiting. The question is, are you ready to focus on building it? Before the skyscraper rises, the blueprint is drawn. Before the fortune is made, the vision is formed. Before a man becomes powerful, he becomes disciplined in thought. So I ask you, what vision do you hold within? What idea burns so brightly in your heart that you cannot let it go? Don't ask whether it's possible. Ask whether it's yours, because if it truly belongs to you, then you must stop waiting for permission, stop searching for signs, stop comparing, hesitating, and doubting. Take the reins of your inner world. Declare yourself the master of your fate. You are not here to imitate. You are here to create. Remember this. The greatest souls in history did not rise because they followed others. They rose because they followed their own inner voice. You have that voice too. It has never left you. It is waiting for you to listen, stand tall, look within, and start building the life only you can build. You are the center of your universe. Never forget it. Throughout history, those who soared the highest and left indelible marks on the world all shared one extraordinary quality: an unwavering belief in themselves. This belief was an ego. It was an inner conviction, a certainty that their vision was worth pursuing, no matter the cost, no matter the resistance, no matter the failure. Thomas Edison failed more than 10,000 times before creating the electric light bulb. Most people would have surrendered. Most would have said enough. They would have pointed to their efforts, their exhaustion, their years of trying, and convinced themselves that success simply wasn't meant for them. But not Edison. Edison possessed what all great achievers must cultivate: belief in the worthiness of his own ideas. He didn't measure himself by those who gave up. He didn't ask, "Why is this taking me so long when others seem to find success more quickly?" He understood what few ever do. Failure is not a verdict, it's feedback. Every failed attempt was a step closer to mastery, a piece of the puzzle, a refinement of the dream. That is the spirit you must carry forward. You too have within you a seed of greatness. It lies quietly, waiting for you to believe in it, waiting for you to act on it, waiting for you to nurture it with persistence, discipline, and courage. But above all, it waits for your belief. Belief is not a luxury. It's not a trait reserved for the chosen few. It is the foundation upon which all progress is built. Without it, ideas remain wishes. Without it, goals remain fantasies. Without it, your greatest talents go unused, and your brightest dreams fade into regret. Understand this. Doubts and fears are not signs of weakness. They are part of the journey. Every man or woman who has ever accomplished anything of substance has walked through the valley of uncertainty. But they kept moving. They did not let fear take the driver's seat. They refused to hand over control to self-doubt. Instead, they fortified their belief like a fortress. They repeated their vision until it became a truth. They stood by their dream when no one else did. So I ask you, what do you believe about yourself? Do you believe you are capable of more? Do you believe that your dreams are valid? That your efforts are meaningful? That your ideas are worth pursuing? If you do, then act accordingly. Speak as one who believes. Walk as one who believes. Plan, think, move, and build as one who knows that success is already yours, if only you refuse to let go. Do not wait for the world to validate you. That is a fool's game. Validation begins within. The moment you decide to believe in your own power, your own path, your own possibility, you begin to pull success toward you. The people, the opportunities, the ideas, the resources, they begin to appear not by chance, but by cause. This is the secret the great ones knew. Belief is not a feeling, it's a choice. It's a decision made daily, hourly, moment by moment. And the more you choose to believe, the stronger you become, the more unstoppable you become, the more you discover just how vast your potential truly is. Believe in yourself. Not someday, not when you feel ready, but now. For everything you seek waits on the other side of belief. Open that door, step through it, and let the world witness the unstoppable power of a mind that believes. Imagine sailing a vast ocean without a compass. The winds shift, the waves pull you in every direction, and you become a passenger of chance. No control, no direction, only drift. That's how most people live, reacting to life instead of commanding it. But the great achievers, the builders of empires and legacies, knew one unshakable truth: define your destination before the journey begins. Walt Disney, a name etched into the hearts of dreamers across the world, faced rejection after rejection. Fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination, bankrupt, betrayed, doors slammed shut in his face. But through it all, he held on to one priceless thing: a clear vision. He saw in his mind what the world couldn't. That vision became his compass, guiding him through the storms until the world finally caught up. Clarity breeds power. When you know exactly what you want, your mind aligns every thought, every action, every ounce of energy toward that goal. The world begins to shift. You spot opportunities you once overlooked. Distractions lose their power over you. Your focus sharpens, your momentum builds, and soon, the impossible starts to bend. Vague dreams yield vague results, but a goal, written down, reviewed daily, spoken aloud, becomes a contract between you and your future. So ask yourself, where are you going? This isn't a question for the casual mind. It demands silence, deep thought, and brutal honesty. What do you truly want? Financial freedom? Mastery of your craft? The power to create change, legacy, whatever it is, write it down. Thoughts fade. Written goals anchor you. Review them, speak them, fuel them until their light outshines every distraction. Let your goals shape your decisions. If a choice brings you closer, pursue it. If it pulls you away, let it go. Clarity brings focus. Focus creates momentum. Momentum moves mountains. Never fear the size of your dream. Fear a life without one. The greatest tragedy isn't aiming too high and missing. It's aiming too low and hitting. Success isn't luck. It's intention, precision, and relentless pursuit. Greatness moves like a river, steady, powerful, unstoppable, because it knows its path. You must be the same. Define your goals. Make them specific. Make them measurable. Make them so clear that even in your darkest moments, you can read them and remember why you started. Let your goals guide you like stars in the night. Let them bring order to chaos, discipline to action, and confidence to every step you take. A man without a goal is like a ship without a sail, left at the mercy of every wind, every storm. But a man with a goal becomes a creator, a builder, a conqueror of his own future. Clarity is not a gift. It is a discipline. Practice it. Strengthen it. Live by it. One day you will stand on the summit of your dreams, not with regret, but with pride, because you knew where you were going and you got there. When the name Abraham Lincoln is spoken, the world remembers a leader who reshaped history. But long before the title, he walked a path littered with failure, rejection, and loss. Defeated in elections, failed in business, shattered by personal tragedy. By all logic, he should have broken. But he didn't. Why? Because Lincoln understood what most forget. Failure doesn't define you. Persistence does. He refused to let defeat write his ending. He chose to rise, again and again, until success had no choice but to surrender. He didn't see defeat as an end, but as a bend in the road. Each disappointment was an invitation to grow, to reflect, and to come back stronger. That relentless drive, that unyielding spirit, is what transformed him from a man beaten by life into a leader remembered forever. This principle applies to you, too. The road to greatness isn't a straight line. It's not paved with comfort or ease. It's rugged, unpredictable, and often unforgiving. But hidden within those challenges is a secret. Those obstacles are the proving grounds for your future self. When hardships arise, and they will, you have two choices: retreat or rise. You can let the storm break your spirit, or you can let it build your character. Those who achieve greatness are not those who avoid adversity. They are the ones who push through it. Setbacks aren't signs you're on the wrong path. They're signs you're on a path worth walking. Every struggle teaches you something. Every failure sharpens you. Every fall strengthens your resilience. Resilience isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. It's forged in the fires of adversity, in the moments when everything inside you screams to quit. But in those moments, something greater inside you whispers, keep going. And when you do, when you press forward despite fear, doubt, and pain, something extraordinary happens. You become stronger, not just in action, but in belief. You begin to realize that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. You begin to see that pain is temporary, but progress is permanent. Think of the great figures in history: Lincoln, Edison, Mandela, Roosevelt. Each walked through fire. Each was told they wouldn't succeed. Each failed repeatedly, but they persisted. And because they did, they became more than just successful. They became symbols of what's possible when a person refuses to quit. So now, look inward. What will define you? Will it be the setbacks, the moments when things didn't go your way, when your confidence was shaken? Or will it be your response to those moments? Will you rise like Mr. Lincoln and prove through your actions that no storm can break the spirit of someone who refuses to be defeated? Don't wish for an easy life. Wish for the strength to endure a meaningful one, a life of purpose, of impact, of significance. That kind of life requires resilience. It demands persistence, and it rewards your unwavering faith in the journey. Keep moving forward, step by step, challenge by challenge. Let the world throw whatever it may at you. You're not here to fold. You're here to build, to learn, to rise. And when you look back, you won't regret the struggle. You'll treasure it, because it was through the struggle that you discovered your true strength. Resilience transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Let it transform you into the legend you were born to be. Stop comparing yourself to others. The moment you do, you give away your power. You diminish your unique value. You cloud the vision that only you can see. What was once a clear path becomes clouded with doubt, distraction, and dissatisfaction. Understand this. Your journey is uniquely yours. No one else has lived your life, fought your battles, or dreamed your dreams. So don't let anyone else's progress define your worth. Ray Kroc, the man behind McDonald's explosive global growth, understood this better than most. When he first encountered a small hamburger stand run by the McDonald brothers, he didn't waste time comparing himself to other business owners or wondering if he could match their success. He wasn't concerned with what others were doing. His focus was on what he could build. He saw a vision where others saw just a small burger joint, and he chased that vision with single-minded focus. Kroc turned that humble stand into an empire, not by looking sideways, but by looking forward. His eyes were fixed on his mission, not on the successes of others. And that's why he succeeded. Comparison is a thief. It robs you of your potential and your peace of mind. Focus on your journey and let your vision lead the way. It robs you of your peace. It clouds your mind. It poisons your progress. When you measure yourself against others, you're playing a rigged game. You only see their highlights, never their hardships. You see the results, but not the road. And in doing so, you forget that your own path is unfolding at its perfect pace. When you obsess over someone else's timeline, you abandon your own. You move out of alignment, chasing goals that were never meant for you. And eventually, you find yourself exhausted, frustrated, and lost. Not because you failed, but because you stopped being true to yourself. Your purpose in life is not to match or surpass others. Your purpose is to become the best, boldest, and truest version of yourself. That version doesn't live in comparison. It thrives in creation. It grows not by watching others, but by looking inward. Measure your progress only against who you were yesterday. That is the only comparison that matters. Did you grow? Did you learn? Did you move closer to your purpose? If so, you're succeeding, even if the world hasn't noticed yet. Do not let envy distract you from excellence. Do not let someone else's chapter 20 make you doubt your chapter 2. The journey is long, and greatness often begins quietly, in the shadows where no one is clapping. But if you keep building, refining, and believing, the results will come. Be patient with your progress. Be ruthless with your focus. And most importantly, be loyal to your own path. Success is not found in winning someone else's race. It is found in finishing your own, with integrity, passion, and purpose. So, reclaim your power. Bring your focus back to center. Silence the noise. Close the comparison trap. Every time you feel the urge to compare, pause, breathe. Remind yourself, I am not here to compete. I am here to create. Let your journey unfold as it was meant to. Let your growth be your guide. And let your vision, not the world's, define your success. Because the truth is this: when you finally stop comparing, you start living. And in that space, in that freedom, your true greatness will rise. Life rewards those who stay curious, adaptable, and committed to continuous growth. It doesn't reward the rigid. The world is always moving, and those who rise to greatness are not those who resist change, but those who evolve with it. Take Henry Ford, for example. Born into modest means, he wasn't handed success. He earned it through a relentless desire to learn, improve, and innovate. Ford wasn't content with the world as it was. He saw what could be and then did what was necessary to build it. His success wasn't the result of one brilliant idea. It was the product of a constant drive to learn and grow. Ford questioned, tested, studied, and adapted. And through that mindset, he didn't just change his life. He changed the world's understanding of industry, transportation, and progress. This is the path that's available to you. The moment you believe you've learned enough, grown enough, or achieved enough, that's the moment you begin to decline. Because success isn't static. It's dynamic. It evolves with the world, and so must you. Never stop expanding your horizons. Read books. Ask questions. Seek mentors. Challenge your beliefs. Push past the boundaries of what you know. Step into the unknown with confidence. It's in the unfamiliar that you grow. It's in the uncomfortable that you become more. Adaptability is not weakness. It's wisdom. To adjust doesn't mean to surrender your values. It means to strengthen your strategy. The most powerful people are those who can pivot without losing their purpose. They flow like water, able to move around obstacles while still reaching their destination. Life won't always go according to plan. Markets will shift. People will change. Opportunities will come and go. Those who cling to the old way, to the familiar path, to outdated skills will be left behind. But not you, because you understand that learning is not a phase. It's a way of life. It's the fuel for your evolution. Each lesson, each skill you acquire adds to your arsenal. It equips you to better navigate the twists and turns of your journey. Every day is an opportunity to learn. Approach each moment as a student, even in failure, and ask yourself, what is this moment here to teach me? What strength can I gain from this? What adjustment must I make? But be aware of the greatest enemy of growth, comfort. Comfort will whisper that you're fine where you are. It will tempt you to stop stretching, stop striving, and stop seeking. But comfort is not your friend. It is the silent killer of your potential. You were meant for more. You are meant to learn, evolve, and become the best version of yourself. Every time you choose growth over ease, you become more capable, more resilient, and more powerful. So, embrace the journey. Take the class. Read the book. Ask the hard questions. Make the necessary changes. Let go of what no longer serves you, and make space for what will elevate you. Your future doesn't belong to those who know it all. It belongs to those who are willing to learn it all. Adapt, grow, rise. Because in learning, you lead. In adapting, you master your destiny. And the world will belong to those who never stop becoming more. Passion is the heartbeat of lasting success. It's the invisible fire that fuels your journey, the energy that makes the impossible feel possible. Without passion, every task feels like a burden, and every obstacle seems insurmountable. But when passion fuels your work, it transforms everything. Helen Keller is a testament to this truth. Blind and deaf before she was 2 years old, her world was one of silence and darkness. Yet she didn't accept defeat. She didn't surrender to limitation. Driven by an unyielding desire to connect, to learn, and to contribute, she became a symbol of resilience, courage, and purpose. Keller didn't just overcome, she thrived. She became an author, a speaker, and an inspiration to millions across the globe. And the key to her triumph? Passion. Passion for knowledge. Passion for communication. Passion for uplifting others despite the odds. That same force lives inside of you. You may not face the same challenges, but you face your own, and you can rise above them. To build a life of fulfillment, you must find what ignites your soul. Ask yourself, what makes me come alive? What work could I do for hours without ever looking at the clock? What mission or idea fills me with excitement, meaning, and purpose? That is your passion. That is your calling. And when you find it, your world will change. Tasks that once felt dull will now carry deep meaning. Long hours won't drain you. They'll energize you. Obstacles become puzzles to solve, not problems to avoid. You stop chasing motivation from others because your purpose will pull you forward from within. You'll become magnetic, focused, and alive. Passion turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It gives you the strength to persist when others give up. It gives you the courage to take risks, to stand alone, to chase what others may call unrealistic. But remember this, passion isn't something you stumble upon by accident. It's something you must choose, something you must discover. Sometimes it's loud and clear, other times it's a whisper. You may have to try new things, fail a few times, and dig deep to uncover it. But once you do, never let it go. Dedicate yourself to it. Cultivate it. Build your life around it. And when the world tries to distract you or pull you in different directions, come back to your passion. Let it be your compass. Let it guide your decisions, shape your career, your relationships, your contributions. Let it infuse your work with meaning and your days with joy. The truth is, the most successful people aren't the ones with the most resources. They are the ones with the most fire inside. That fire allows them to endure what others avoid. It pushes them forward when logic says to stop. It makes them unstoppable. So don't settle. Don't numb yourself with comfort or distraction. Find your passion and give it everything you have. Because with passion, no dream is out of reach. With passion, you don't just survive, you thrive. You inspire. You lead. You live fully. Let your purpose be the magnetic force that pulls you forward. Let your heart beat strong with the rhythm of something meaningful. As you pursue your calling with passion, the world will take notice. Not because you sought its approval, but because your light will shine so brightly it will be impossible to ignore. The power of positive thinking is immense, and it all starts with your mind, the most powerful tool you possess. Your mind isn't just a container of thoughts, it's a creator of your reality. What you think consistently, you become. What you focus on, you attract. The world you experience on the outside is simply a reflection of the world you create within. Norman Vincent Peale understood this truth with unwavering clarity. Through his work, he introduced the concept of positive thinking, not as wishful optimism, but as a practical and transformative force. His teachings helped countless people break free from self-doubt, fear, and failure simply by shifting their inner dialogue from defeat to possibility. Positive thinking is not a soft philosophy. It's a discipline, a strength, a way of moving through life with intention and resilience. When you cultivate a positive mental attitude, you begin to reshape your reality. Challenges no longer appear as obstacles, they become stepping stones. Setbacks transform into lessons. Failure is no longer final, it becomes feedback. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, you ask, "What is this here to teach me?" This shift in mindset unlocks incredible power because thoughts are not passive, they are active. They shape your words, your decisions, your actions, and ultimately your results. A mind soaked in negativity will always find an excuse to stop. A mind rooted in positivity will always find a way to move forward. When you think positively, you align yourself with solutions. You tap into creativity, resilience, and faith. You attract people who resonate with your energy. You open doors that would have otherwise stayed shut if your mindset had been drenched in doubt. But let's be clear, life won't suddenly become easy. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring pain or denying reality. It's about facing both with strength and hope. It's the ability to look at the darkness and still see the light, to walk through the fire and believe that something greater awaits on the other side. You must choose your thoughts with the same care a master craftsman uses to select his tools. Don't let fear, comparison, or negativity take up space in your mind. They have no place in the house where your dreams live. Start each day by setting your mental tone. Speak affirmations. Visualize success. Surround yourself with words, people, and habits that reinforce your belief in what's possible. Guard your mind like it's your most valuable treasure, because it is. Whenever a negative thought arises, and it will, don't accept it without challenge. Replace it. Redirect it. Reclaim your focus. Tell yourself, "This is not how my story ends." Your inner world shapes your outer world. If you want a better future, you must start by building it in your thoughts. See yourself as strong, capable, worthy, and abundant long before the world reflects that back to you. The truth is, the people who changed the world weren't always the ones who had it easy. They were the ones who believed they could, even when no one else did. Even when the odds were stacked against them, they chose to believe. You have that same power. Use it. Your thoughts are bricks, and with them, you're building something. Your life, your legacy, your future. Build it with belief. Build it with purpose. Build it with positivity. Because the future belongs to those who believe in it. And when you believe deeply enough, the world has no choice but to rise and meet your vision. Let your thoughts lead you forward and take decisive action. Knowledge alone doesn't change your life. Dreams, no matter how inspiring, don't build success on their own. What separates those who merely dream from those who achieve is one key trait: decisive action. Throughout history, the people who made lasting impacts were not always the most educated or the most gifted, but they were bold. They acted when others hesitated. They moved forward while others paused. And in that movement, they shaped their destinies. Amelia Earhart is a prime example. She didn't just dream of flying, she flew. In an era when women were discouraged from pursuing aviation, she boldly climbed into the cockpit. Her actions shattered societal barriers and inspired generations. She didn't wait for the world to approve, she acted. Through her decisive actions, she etched her name into history. You, too, hold dreams. You have knowledge. But none of that matters unless you move. The world won't reward you for what you plan to do. It will reward you for what you actually do. Hesitation is the enemy of progress. The longer you wait to act, the more fear creeps in. Doubt takes root. Opportunities slip away. Momentum fades. The cure? Decisiveness. Decisiveness isn't recklessness. It's clarity in motion. It means assessing your path, making a choice, and moving forward, even when conditions aren't perfect. And here's the truth. Conditions will never be perfect. Waiting for certainty is the silent killer of dreams. Small steps matter. Every action, no matter how small, is a brick in the foundation of your future. One phone call, one decision, one bold conversation. These are the actions that add up to success. Make it a habit to act quickly on your plans. When you feel inspired, move. When you see an opportunity, seize it. Let decisiveness be your ally, the force that keeps you from drifting or delaying. You are the author of your life, but only action can move the pen. So choose boldly. Act quickly and trust that even if you stumble, you're still moving forward. Each step gives you feedback. Each choice sharpens your wisdom. That's how growth happens. That's how confidence is built. Remember, the most successful people aren't those who never fail. They're the ones who refuse to stay stuck. They chose to act again and again. You are not here to live cautiously. You are here to live deliberately. Let your life be shaped not by fear, but by forward motion. Because, in the end, it's not what you intended to do that defines you. It's what you actually did. Be decisive. Take action. Shape your life on your own terms. The journey to personal excellence starts now. Embrace your path. Set bold goals. Cultivate resilience. Reject comparisons. Stay adaptable. Ignite your passion. Keep a positive mindset and act decisively. Your future is waiting for the courageous step only you can take. You hold the power to shape your destiny. It's time to turn your focus inward and create the extraordinary life you deserve. Are you ready to begin your journey? The greatest achievements are within your reach. Seize your moment and let your light shine, inspiring others along the way. So, are you ready to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start making things happen? The power to change your life is already in your hands. Don't let fear hold you back. Step forward with decisiveness, trust your journey, and take action, because the life you dream of is just one bold decision away. Remember, it's not the dreams you have, but the steps you take that will define your future. Let's make today the day you begin creating the life you truly deserve. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with someone who needs a little push to get started. Let's inspire each other and keep moving forward together. See you in the next video.